Hi everybody, it's Cheryl, and today's flow will start in a standing position in mountain pose. Have your legs hip distance apart, draw the energy up from the earth, spiral the shins inwards, lift the kneecaps up, press the thighs backwards, tailbone tilt slightly with that pelvic tilt going on. Lift the shoulders up towards the ears, roll them backwards, slide them down so you feel the tops of your rib cage engage, and then draw your belly button in, really engaging the core, bracing it, as if I were to come along and hit you in the stomach so you have it nice and braced. From here, put your hands on your hips, and then just shift the weight side to side, pedaling out those feet, lifting the heels up, gently pushing into the balls of the feet, and seeing what it feels like when you shift that weight from side to side, how you have to engage the core for that balance. And we're going to settle in with both feet onto the ground, draw the energy up, take a deep breath and lift the arms up, inhale, exhale, let them float to the side. Beautiful. Now we're going to just shift the weight forward and back with both feet working at the same time. If this is too challenging for you to do with your balance, you could hold on to a chair or a railing or go back to pedaling one foot at a time. And now we're going to just settle in. Spread the toes out a little bit wide, press into all four corners of the feet, engage the core, lift up the chest, create that beautiful space, and lift the arms up. Deep breath in, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, hands on the thighs. Beautiful. Rounding out the back, draw the chin to the chest, belly button to the spine, and exhale, flatten out the bow, extend through the crown, opening up the chest, creating that space. And then bring it back. Inhale, belly button to the spine, rounding out that back to standing cat pose, and then bring it open. So you're going to follow the wave of your own breath. So it's a standing cat-cow. And then one more time, opening it up, release the belly to the earth, roll the shoulders back and down, create that space in the chest, opening up the lungs, take a deep breath in. Exhale, release it all the way down. Bend the knees as much as you need to make that connection of the chest and the belly to the thigh. If you have blocks or books, you could place them in front of you so you could bring the earth to you and have more access to this pose. Inhale, halfway extend. Hands are on the floor or on the legs, but if you're on the legs, be mindful you're not pushing back. You don't want to hyperextend those knees. Keeping the knees as bent as you need to feel comfortable without stressing the lower back. Inhale again. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Interlace the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Brace the abs. And then just gently spring side to side. Pressing the elbows back, squeezing those shoulder blades. And then settle in into the center, and we're just going to bring it to the right side. So bring it over to the right, and then straighten it out. Bring it over to the right, and straighten it out. So it is like a standing oblique crunch, and you're also getting that extension. Bring it over to the right, and center. Two more times, over to the right, and center. One more time, bring it over, extend the arms out, interlace the fingers, stretch into the left leg a lot, pressing out so that you don't collapse into that right side. Push the left hip out a little bit wider, open up the chest, take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, you're going to float down to the ground. So bring it down to the ground, grab opposite elbows, sway side to side, and then settle into the center. Inhale, halfway, extend out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Interlace the hands behind the back. Draw the elbows back. And then just go side to side again, just nice and gently. And we're going to go staying to the left side now for those standing crunches. So squeeze and bring it center. Squeeze. Make sure to have those abdominals braced. Squeeze. 3 more like this. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Elbows are back. Tailbone is down. 2 more. 1 more. Beautiful. Interlace the fingers. Pointers out. Press into the right leg a lot. Push the right hip out. Get that beautiful extension on the whole lateral side. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let fall to the ground. Beautiful. Grab opposite elbows, sway side to side. And then settle in, extend halfway, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Beautiful. Bring the hands to heart center. Roll the shoulders back and down. Sit it down into chair pose. Hands are here if you have tight shoulders. You're sitting back into the heels. The butt is back. Try to straighten out the back. Do not collapse into that lower back. There's a lot of backs going on. And look down and see if you can see your toes. If you can't see your toes, your knees are too far forward. Straighten out the arms, straighten out legs. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway, extend through the crown, shifting the weight forward into the balls of the feet. Forward fold, hands to prayer, and bring it into chair opposite direction. So if your feet are together, your legs are together. If they're out slightly, then your legs are out slightly. You don't want to push them together. Again, be mindful of that lower back. Make sure you can see your toes. Shift the weight into the heels. Lift up the chest a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the arms, straighten legs, and lift up. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Bring the legs out wide. Toes out slightly. And sit it down into goddess pose. Tailbone is tucked under. The elbows are in line with the shoulders. And then pedal out the feet. Now, again, if you have balance challenges right now, grab a chair and place your hands on the chair right here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rise. Parallel the feet to the face of the front. Exhale, forward fold. Reach, 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 reach. Tent up the fingers, hollow out the armpits. Hands between, on the outsides of the ears. Walk the hands back. Bend the knees and inhale, rise. Beautiful. Bring the legs out, toes out slightly. Hands behind the head. Roll the shoulders back and down. And we're going to do that crunch to the right side. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten out the arms, straighten out legs. Feet come parallel, toes facing front. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Grab opposite elbows. Keep the knees nice and soft. Sway side to side. Settle in towards the center. Inhale halfway. Extend the arms out and use the core to lift up. Beautiful. Toes go out slightly. Sit it back down into that goddess pose. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, the elbows in line with the shoulders. Hands behind the head, bringing it over to that left side. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs, deep breath in. Parallel the feet. We're going to reach over forward halfway. Palms face down, hold them in, extend, and lift up. We're going to do that again. Reach out halfway. Palms face down, squeeze back, extend, and lift up. One more time. Stretch forward, forward, forward. Squeeze back, extend, lift up. Take a deep breath in. Interlace the fingers and bring it side to side. Embrace those abs, squeezing back. Tailbone is towards the earth. Belly button is to the spine. See if you get the arms by the ears. Reach up straight. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Create that space. Shift forward, forward, forward. And then release the hands to the ground and shift the weight side to side by bending those knees. Beautiful. Make sure to breathe here. And then settle in, sitting it down into that Malasana Yogi squat. Use the arms against the legs squeezing against the arm for leverage. If you need to sit on a block or some books to help you get here, please use the props to help you get into this pose and feel comfortable in this pose. Get the back nice and straight. Take a deep breath in. Get that beautiful stretch from the hips and the inner thigh. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, place the hands down. Walk them out into that tabletop position. Wrists are underneath shoulders, knees are underneath hips. You're pushing away from the earth. Breathe your right arm up. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, shoot the arm through, threading the needle. Ear goes towards the ground. Extend your left arm towards me. Extend the left leg out as well, and then just push off, getting a little bit more rotation of that torso. Deep breath. Exhale, bring the leg in, bring the arm in, bring it back to that tabletop position. Pushing away from the earth. Deep breath in, left arm reaches up towards the sky, creating that space in the chest. Inhale. Exhale, shoot the arm through that space, threading the needle. The ear goes towards the ground. You can walk your hand out towards me, and you could also walk the right leg back, keeping it on the ground, not extending, and then just push off, get a gentle twist if you want, just creating a little bit more space for that chest. But if you don't feel comfortable, stay at the level that works for you. Take a nice deep breath in, and on the exhale, bring the leg in. Bring the arm in, bring it back to that tabletop position, pushing away from the earth. Breathe the right leg up. The foot is nice and flexed. Draw your right hip towards the earth, the left hip up, and then circle the ankle 3 times in one direction, 3 times in the other direction. Be mindful that you're not collapsing into those shoulders. Bring the knee in, keeping the leg bent, and lift it up. Bring it in, knee to nose, and lift it up. Bring knee to nose, and lift it up. 3 more times. Bring knee to nose, and lift it up. 2 more, knee to nose, and lift it up. And 1 more, knee to nose, and lift it up. Bring it down, sit it back down into that child's pose. Take a deep breath here. And on the inhale, bring it back into that tabletop position. Push away from the earth. Left leg is up, foot is flexed. And now bring the knee to nose, and then press through the heel, lifting up. Keeping that right angle with the leg. Knee to nose, press up through the heel. Don't arch the back. So only lift the leg up enough until you feel the hamstring and the glutes engage without collapsing the back. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Have the legs width distance of the mat. Toes come together. Sit it back in the heels. Walk the hands away. Take a deep breath in. Relax. Inhale. And on the exhale, come back to that tabletop position. Walking the hands out until you're in a modified plank. Wrists are underneath shoulders. You're in front of the knees, not on top of the knees. Look forward. Take a deep breath in. Lower down until your elbows are in line with your shoulders, and exhale, push away. Lower down, exhale, push away. 4 more times. Lower down, exhale, push away. 3 more. Lower down, exhale, push away. 2 more. Lower down, exhale, push away. And 1 more. Lower down, exhale, push away. Toes curl under, wrists underneath shoulders, and lift up. Still working that core, you're pushing away, you're not collapsing. Have those shins hover over the earth. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, sit it down, keeping the toes curled under. If you are able, you're going to sit it up. If not, you're sitting on a block to have access to this pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let the arms float. Inhale, let them rise. Exhale, walk them out into a plank position. Holding that plank here, pushing away from the earth. The belly button is to the spine. You're clawing at that mat. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, lift those hips up high towards the sky. Breathe the right leg up and back. Bend the knee, flex the foot, and stack the hips. You're putting that right hip over the left hip, pressing into the right hand as much as you can so you don't collapse into that left side. Pushing away from the earth, deep breath in. Circle the ankle 3 times in one direction and 3 times in the other direction. Squaring off the hips in a downward dog split or a 3-legged dog. Bring the knee into the nose, rounding out that back, and step the leg through between the hands for this low lunge. Draw the right hip back and the left hip forward. Straighten out the left leg as much as you can. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, keep the left hand down on the ground and peel the right arm up. Squeeze the legs in towards the midline. Straighten the back leg a little bit more. Make sure that the front knee is right over the front ankle. And get that beautiful extension. If you can, you're reaching that arm above the head, straight out to get longer, longer, longer. Through the fingertips, through the toes. Beautiful. Place the hand down. Release the back leg to the earth. Top of the feet presses in. And then rise up. Hand at the thigh for now. And then shift back so that you're straight in line. And then push. Squeeze the glutes and push forward and feel that opening of the hips and the quadriceps without compromising that lower back. Now you can rise up with the arms here. Take a deep breath in. Lift up from the chest. Roll the shoulders back. Press a lot into that back leg again so you don't feel any discomfort in the lower back. Inhale. Exhale, place the hands down, toes curl under the back leg, shift the weight back, flex that front foot. Hands could be on the blocks here to give you more access to this pose. Inhale, walk the hands out, bring it back into that low lunge, walk the hands forward, parallel the feet out in front, interlace the hands behind the back, draw your head towards the earth while your knuckles go towards the sky. See if perhaps you could get the heels of your hands to touch. And then release. Walking the hands towards the other side. Step it back. Now you could go onto the knees, or you could stay in that full push-up position for 6. So lower, 6, and push away. 5, and push away. 4, you're looking forward so you don't collapse in the shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Push it up into that downward facing dog. Breathe the left leg up and back. Bend the knee, flex the foot, stack the hips, press a lot into that left arm. So you're not collapsing, you're just creating that space. Circle the ankle 3 times in one, and 3 times in the other direction. Square off the hips, bring them center. In that downward dog split, roll out, knee to nose. And then step it through, and if you need to help your leg along, do so. Fingertips and toes are in line with each other. Draw the left hip back and the right hip forward. Get that nice, beautiful extension first. Straighten out the back leg, knees over the ankle of the front leg, and then keeping the right arm down, take a deep breath in, peel the left arm up. Squeeze the legs in towards the center of your body, towards each other. From here, you can stay here, or another deep breath in and extend, creating a little bit more space around the body. Breathe. And then place the hands on the ground. Release the back leg to the earth. Tops of the feet and the shins are on the ground. And then sit up. Roll the shoulders back, slide them down, push the tailbone forward, push the hips forward, and feel that nice stretch in the quadricep and hip flexor. Pressing a lot into that back leg, not collapsing in the shoulders or the lower back. Stay here or extend the arms up. Inhale. Opening up the chest a little bit more. Really press into that back leg so you don't feel any strain. And then release the hands to the earth or the blocks. Toes curl under the back leg. Shift the weight back. Flex that front foot. Get a nice deep stretch in the hamstring. Maybe extend the arms out if you want. Inhale, bring it back into that low lunge. Walk the hands towards the center. Shift the weight side to side. And then we're just going to hold it here on the left side. Hold it here, get this nice stretch. You could stay here or lift up if you'd like. Deep breath in. And release. Walk it over to the right side. Hold it here or lift up. Get a nice stretch. Beautiful. Pivot on that left leg. Walk the hands forward so you're in that low lunge. Step it back. Shift the weight. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Baby cobra, full cobra, or up dog. If you're in this baby cobra, your hands are right by the rib cage. You're sliding your palms back as you push the top of your head forward, and you push a lot into the tops of the feet. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, curl the toes under. We're going to go into downward facing dog. You could go from tabletop or straight in. Spread out the fingers a little bit more. Claw at the mat. Press into the pointer and the thumb so you don't collapse into the other side. Hips go up to the sky. The heels are reaching towards the earth. Breathe the right leg up and back. Bend the knee, flex the foot, stack those hips. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, bring it center. Rolling out, take that knee and touch the elbow. So hold it here. And then bring the knee to the nose, rounding up the back. And then the knee to the elbow. And the knee to the nose. You could do this from a tabletop position as well. And elbow, knee to nose, knee to elbow. Last time, knee to nose, making that connection, and step the leg through. Throw the right hip back, the left hip forward. Keep the left arm down onto the ground. Peel the right arm up and extend overhead. Squeeze the legs in towards the midline. Beautiful. Place the hands on the earth. Release the back leg down. Take a deep breath in. Rise up. Reach, reach, reach. Beautiful. Hands go down, toes curl under. Shift into that runner's lunge or bring the hands up here. Beautiful. Shift, lift it up into that low lunge. And then with a nice strong foundation, press through the legs as you rise up into a high lunge. Lifting up from the chest, Rolling the shoulders back and down. Reach, reach, reach. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful. Hinge forward and lift up. Hinge forward and lift up. One more time. Hinge forward, lift up, and then cut it through into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. You may need to adjust your legs. Make sure that the knee is right over the ankle. See if your ankles are in line with your wrists. The back leg is parallel to the mat. Don't let your butt hang out, and make sure you can see your toes. If you can't, take your leg and open it up towards the back. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, straighten it out, and then bend, and then straighten, and then bend, and then straighten, and bend. Beautiful. Peel it back. Peaceful. Inhale. Exhale. Place the arm on the quad, and then reach over. Do not collapse into that arm, pushing away. Straighten out the back leg a little bit more. Take a deep breath in, Vira 2, and then bring it back. Inhale. Exhale, place it, and then reach. Nice. Keeping the legs exactly the way they are. Bring it back. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach. Beautiful. And then straighten out. Beautiful. Take a deep breath. Reach back. Reach forward. Reach. And then reach. Bring it center. Lift. Peel it back. Center. And then reach. Center. Peel it back. Center, and then reach. Bring it center, reach, reach, reach into Trikonasana. Hand on the shin or the floor or a block. Get that beautiful extension. Straighten out the back leg. Reach up to the sky with that hand so you're not collapsing. Deep, deep breath in. On the exhale, bring the hand down. Both hands are on the inside of the leg, of the foot. So you're in this lizard pose. Fingertips are in line with the toe. Drawing the hips back, have the knee over the ankle, extend through the crown of the head. Stay here in an active lizard. If you have that mobility, you can place the forearms down, really pressing that leg against the forearm. If you do not want it active, you want more of a recovery, you release that back leg to the earth. So it's all dependent on what you want out of this pose. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten out the arms. Bring the back leg so it's parallel to the mat. It's like Warrior 2. And then peel the arm up. You could have this hand on a block if you need to. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, rise up. Beautiful. Parallel the feet. Cartwheel the hand down. And then step it back. Knees, chest, chin, or your chaturanga. Baby cobra, full cobra, up dog. Toes curl under, and make your way into downward facing dog. Again, clawing at the mat. Press the heels towards the earth, the hips towards the sky. Rolling the shoulders away, spiraling the arms in. Take a deep breath in. Breathe the left leg up and back. Bend the knee, flex the foot, stack the hips. Creating that space. Bring it back towards the center, downward dog split. Rolling out, bring that elbow, the knee to the elbow. Staying here, bring the knee to the nose, round out the back. Knee to the elbow, and you can do this from tabletop. Knee to the nose. Knee to the elbow. Knee to the nose. Knee to the elbow, Last time, knee to the nose, making the connection, and then step it through. Beautiful. Keep the right hand down, peel the left arm up, extend, reach, reach, reach. And then place the hand onto the earth. Release that back leg. Rise up, deep breath in. Exhale, move forward. Shift the weight backwards, flex the foot. Bring it back forward into that lunge. Lift the leg up, toes curl under. Using the strength of the legs, the nice foundation, the core, rise up into that high lunge. Roll the shoulders back and down, belly button to the spine, knee is bent, and then you're just going to hinge forward. For 3, lift it up. 2, lift it up. And 1, lift it up. Back legs parallel to the mat, opening it up into Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2, correct your leg distance if you need to, straighten out the back leg, press through the pinky toe side edge of that foot and all 4 corners of the right foot. Make sure you can see the toes. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs. For 3, and extend. 2, and extend. 1, and extend. And now, with those legs exactly where they are, they do not change. Reach over, get that beautiful extension. Peaceful warrior, inhale. Exhale, forearm is on the thigh. Bring your arm out at a right angle. I should have said this before if you have tight shoulders. Then roll the shoulder back and then get that extension. It helps if you have tight shoulders, you get more range of motion. And please don't collapse into that arm, pushing away. Legs stay where they are. Peel it back. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring it forward. Beautiful. Inhale. And bring it forward. Keep that core engaged. Don't collapse in the back. Straighten out everything. You're going to peel it back. Bring it center. Reach and bring the arm over. Center. Peel it back. Center again. Reach. Bring the arm over. Center. Peeling it back. Center again. Reach. Bring the arm over. Center. And then we're going to go into Virabhadrasana. Trikonasana, I'm sorry, triangle pose. Reach, reach, reach. Leg, hand is on the shin or a block or the ground. Don't let the butt hang out, it likes to bulge out. Push away from the earth with the left hand, but reach up to the sky with the right hand. So you get that beautiful, beautiful extension here. Deep breath in. Beautiful. Bend the left leg, keep the hand on the inside of the foot, the other hand comes to meet it, and rotate the hips, pivot on that back leg into your lizard pose. Use the leverage of your leg against your arms, squeezing the legs in towards the midline, extend through the crown. Stay here if you have that range of motion, that mobility. Bring the forearms onto the earth. And again, squeezing the legs in, lifting it, straightening up that back leg a little bit more. Take a deep breath. If you want to be more of a resting pose, then the leg touches the earth, which is fine. You're choosing what works for your body. You're going to straighten out both hands, so you're back into that lizard. Take the back leg, parallel it to the mat, keeping the left arm into the ground, peeling up. Take a nice, deep, deep breath in. Beautiful. Using the core, you're going to lift up and bring it center. Parallel the feet, flat back, hinge forward, arms in line with the shoulders. Halfway, extend, and then press through the heels, lift up. Beautiful. Interlace the hands behind the back, roll the shoulders, slide them down. Same thing. Hinge halfway. Press through the heels and lift up. Beautiful. Release the arms. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold all the way. Heel toe the legs in and bring it back into that Malasana, yogi squat. Pressing the arms into the legs and the legs into the arms. You could stay here, or you could go into crow. This is a perfect opportunity to do crow. Remember, your hands are out. You've got a little shelf with your upper arm. You look forward to counterbalance the weight in your legs, and then you kind of play around until you can get those legs off the ground, squeezing the abs, looking forward to balance off that weight. Take a nice deep breath in. And when you're done playing, you're bringing it back down. Keep your right arm on the ground, peel the left arm up. Get that nice stretch. Inhale. Beautiful. And place it down. Peel the other arm up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And place it down. And have a seat. Bring your right leg in and your left leg out. Put your hand behind and then draw the thigh up, back, and around. And then bring your hands to the side. Flex the foot, lean back if you need to, and lift up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Keeping your left hand on the floor, bring your right arm up, and then extend out, pushing into that stretch. Nice. And release. Place your forearm on the ground. Put the weight in the forearm. Bend your left leg, reach behind. Get a nice stretch for that quadricep. And from here, you're going to extend that leg back into pigeon pose. Now, pigeon pose starts off like this at the beginning. Adjust. If you need to put a block underneath here for support, you do so, but this is pigeon. And from pigeon, once you get here, you're going to walk your hands out into that resting pigeon if you'd like to do so. And then just feel what it feels like to press your shin into the ground, your right shin into the ground, and then release. Push your right shin into the ground and release. You're drawing your right hip back and your left hip forward. Do that one more time. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk the hands back. And we're going to go into seated twist. If you cannot do it with this leg bent, you're going to extend the leg. Otherwise, you're going to bring the leg in slightly and you're going to bring it over like this. If you're not able, then this leg is straight. All right, squeeze everything in towards the midline. Make sure both sit bones are making that contact with the earth. Take your left hand, put it behind the back. Straighten out the back, take a deep breath in, lift up. Exhale, rotate, and either hug or hook your elbow. Inhale through the crown of the head, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, twist from the waist. Inhale, lift up from the crown. And exhale, twist from the waist. Now you're going to release that, kind of unravel. You're going to keep the left leg bent and the right leg is going to extend. Reach underneath the thigh, roll the thigh back, up and back. Lean back if you need to, flex that foot, and we're going to lift that leg up. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Right arm, kickstand behind the back to get the length. Inhale with the left, push into that stretch for the hamstring. Keep pushing, keep pushing. Make sure to breathe. And release, lift it up. You're going to bend the right leg. Put the weight on the forearm without collapsing. Reach behind and get a beautiful quadricep stretch, pushing that hip forward, again, pushing away from the earth of that left forearm so you're not collapsing in there. And from here, we're going to transition into that pigeon pose. So you're going to release and then get the leg behind you straight. Remember, this is pigeon first. If you need to put a block or books or something underneath, do so, and then you could go into that resting pigeon. You could be on the forearms, you could be all the way down, whatever works for your body. Draw the left hip back, right hip forward, and now press into the shin of the left leg and release. If this bothers your knee, do not do that. Press in and release. And one more time, press in and release. And then from here, the transition is into that seated twist. So if your left leg needs to be straight, you're going to straighten out. If not, you're going to just shift it slightly while you bring that right leg over. Or remember, this leg could be straight. All about what works for your body. Adjust so both of your sit bones are making contact with the earth. This one's not up. Squeeze the legs in towards the midline. Take your right hand, place it behind the back kickstanding, creating the length in the spine. Lift up with the left. Inhale. Exhale, rotate, hug or hook. Inhale, lift through the crown. Exhale, rotate from the waist. And again, inhale, lift from the crown. And exhale, rotate from the waist. Beautiful. And release. Bringing it down onto the backs. Toes and knees face forward. Rule of thumb, your middle fingers are just slightly touching your heels. That puts too much pressure on my knees, so I actually bring my legs out farther. You're going to listen to your body. Roll the shoulders back. Robot the arms, so you have from the elbow to the shoulder into the ground. Roll the shoulders back. Plug the backs of the shoulders into the earth, the back of the head into the earth. Take a deep breath in and lift the hips up. Push the knees away while you're dragging your heels towards your butt, and you're pushing your arms and your shoulders into the earth. And breathe. Lift up the hips a little bit higher. Squeeze the glutes a lot so that takes the pressure off the lower back. And then just slowly, one vertebra at a time, release. Bring your arms up like goalposts. Bring your knees together like knock knees and your feet out wide width of the mat to relieve some pressure off of that lower back. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. We're going to go back to another bridge. Bringing the legs in, toes and knees face forward. You can have your arms in robot arms or to the side, and you do have an option of taking your right leg and placing it, the ankle right below the knee. So it's like a modified pigeon pose if you want to get more of a stretch while you do the bridge. Pick your arm position and lift up. Push the hips up, open up the right knee a little bit more, keep the left hip up high, push the knee of the left leg away, shoulders back into the ground, back of the head into the ground. Or your hands could be here, whatever works for your body. And then one vertebra at a time, release. Bring the legs together. And then just windshield wiper side to side. And if you want to open up the shoulders a little bit more, you're going to goal post your arms. And bring it back to center. We have one more bridge pose, so you could do regular bridge. And if you're doing regular bridge, you could also interlace your hands this way if you want, and you could do it even with that figure four. So you're lifting up the left leg, you're crossing it over, the ankle is right below the knee, picking your arm position. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, lift up. You can put your hands underneath. You're opening up the left knee a little more so it goes towards the floor as your right hip lifts higher towards the sky. The right knee goes away from you as the right heel drags towards the hips, and push into those shoulders, no matter which position you're in. And then just release, one vertebra at a time. Take the soles of the feet, your butterflying legs, bring them down, opening up the knees. If you need support, you could have blocks under each leg. And again, You can goalpost the arms to just get a little extra opening of the shoulders. Make sure to breathe. Beautiful. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Bring your knees into the chest. Give a hug. Arms out to the side. Bring your legs over towards the right side with bent knee. Straighten. Bring them in and then roll towards the left. So almost like at a 45-degree angle. You want to stay having both shoulders making contact with the earth. So you don't want to bring your leg out so far over that your opposite shoulder lifts off the ground. And if you feel that this is really challenging, you could stay here, or if it's too challenging, you just don't extend the leg. You just keep side to side. If you want more of a challenge, you have longer levers. You keep those legs straight the whole time you go side to side. So you're picking, again, what works for your body. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Hug your knees in. Roll it up. Place your hands behind. Fingers could face forward, or if you need to have them to the side, you could do that as well. Reverse tabletop and lift up. Belly button is to the spine. You're pushing away from the earth and you're clawing. If you want to work a little bit more shoulder mobility, you're shifting forward and back. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And gently release it down. Roll the shoulders back and down. Hinge back. Modified boat or full boat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug it in. Roll it down. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Bring it up into happy baby pose. Hands are on the outside of the legs. Arms are on the inside. The legs are nice and bent. If you feel comfortable rocking side to side, you could do that. And just kind of follow the movement with your breath. Bringing it to center, extend the arms out overhead, the legs are out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, knees come in. Exhale, roll it up. Find your comfortable seat. Mine's on a block so I can have my hips nice and open. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let the arms float. Inhale one more time. And exhale, float. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you had a really great flow. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Have a wonderful day, everybody.